A suspected accomplice in a burglary and shooting near Camden last week has been arrested. Detectives arrested 23-year-old Austin Rippey in Springfield late Monday night. Rippey's accused of second-degree murder and burglary after the homeowner shot and killed Derek Wayman as both men ran away. Deputy Rippey, made it to their car and then drove off. We looked into Rippey's criminal background. Springfield police arrested him in March after they saw him drive through Cherry and Glenstone at nearly 100 miles an hour, causing a crash. After the crash, officers suspected Rippey of driving under the influence. Rippey ran but was tackled. Detectives say he also spit on an officer.